That completes leaders' questions for today. I'd ask, before proceeding to the order of business, I wish to bring to the attention of the House to an incident that occurred during topical issues yesterday. In the course of raising a topical issue tabled by Deputies Joan Collins, Claire Daly and Mick Wallace on the subject of the termination of motoring offences by An Garda Síochána, Deputy Joan Collins named a number of private individuals in connection with the subject matter and failed to refrain from doing so when cautioned by the Chair. I wish to advise the House that in advance of selecting this matter for discussion as a topical issue, I had specifically written to all the deputies concerned, drawing their attention to the provisions of standing orders and long-standing rulings of the Chair on the matter of parliamentary privilege and defamatory utterances, including invasions of privacy as regards persons outside the House who are defenceless against members' comments made under privilege. The Deputy was also cautioned by the Chair at the time of her remarks in the House yesterday. In view of these events, and in particular the prior notice given to the Deputies advising them of the need to exercise care in this matter, I regard Deputy Collins's references to persons outside the House as a serious breach of privilege, and I'm referring the matter to the Committee on Procedure and Privileges for its consideration. No point of order. Would you please resume your seat? Would you resume your seat, please? Resume. Resume your seat. Resume your seat. The Deputy will leave the House. 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 Out. Out. You will leave the House. I was in the course of taking a seat. Get out, please. Did you hear me? All right. I name Deputy MacLochlainn that he be suspended from the service of the Dáil. Thaw 76, Neil 46. The Deputy is suspended from the service of the Dáil, and I'd ask him to leave the chamber, please. Thank you.
So, Pádraig, you can just tell us what happened in the chamber today.
Well, what we've seen in the last week, particularly Sinn Féin tried to raise the issue of the family home tax with our private members' time. That's 3 hours of debate every week. The whole country is talking about this new tax, yet we were prevented from debating it by the Cairn. We then tried to raise the issue of wealth tax. He refused that, and eventually we ended up with a motion of no confidence, which was not really what we wanted. So we were denied that ability to debate what everybody else in the country is talking about this week. Over a period of time now, the Cairn, in my view, has been using double standards, has been protecting ministers, the Taoiseach and the government from being properly held to account. Repeatedly the Taoiseach refuses to answer questions properly when put to him, and he never challenges the Taoiseach on that, and today I just had enough.
Pádraig, what was the issue today?
Well, what you had was 3 TDs who were berated by the Cairn in the most patronising fashion because they brought matters into the public domain, matters that are of serious interest. 50,000 penalty points cases have apparently been quashed by the Gardaí. Many of those cases are so-called VIPs or celebrities that are out there, and we have to know that the same rules apply to so-called very important people as to the regular 5/8 in the street. So they were right to raise those issues, but they were berated for allegedly defaming people who they named yesterday. Yet yesterday, the same day, the Taoiseach, in my view, clearly defamed the Sinn Féin party, and they have repeatedly done that. Yet the Cairn refused to ask the Taoiseach to withdraw those comments and refused to act in a fair way. So today I decided to challenge the Cairn and bring this matter into the public domain, because most people aren't watching leaders' questions, most people aren't aware of what way he behaves, and I'm proud of the stand I've taken, and I'm going to continue now trying to vote tonight and continue with it.